Hello Lucy fans, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is KJ Ricardo. Today's episode is a look at my list of the top 10 dances featured on I Love Lucy. Now I did a video a while back on my top 10 favorite songs from the show, but now I'm going to do some dances that are kind of different from that list, so let's see what we can come up with. So number 10 is Hollywood Anniversary. Now this takes place in Hollywood. Ricky forgot the date of their anniversary, and so Lucy is very upset. She's not going to go to their anniversary party that he has planned, but she eventually does, and he sings to her and eventually gets her to go up and dance with him. So all is really forgiven. And number 9 is Lucy and the Dummy. This also takes place in Hollywood. It's toward the end of the Hollywood episodes. Ricky is going to go on a fishing trip, but he doesn't want to perform in front of the studio audience. Lucy already said that he would perform because really she wants to perform, because when doesn't Lucy want to perform? So she decides to take this dummy head that looks exactly like Ricky and dress it up and kind of fool the audience into thinking that it is Ricky. But things don't work out. She says that Ricky is sick, so she takes the dummy off stage, but he keeps clinging to her. It's a very embarrassing moment, but it all works out in the end, and it kind of turns into this comedy routine. Number 8 is Cuban Pals. This is a great episode. Ricky has some of his dancing and singing friends from Cuba. They come back and they're going to perform at the Tropicana. There's a woman there that he used to perform with that they're going to do the Lady in Red song. And of course, Lucy is jealous of this Cuban girl that Ricky used to dance with. So Lucy sneaks into the show, but the song is different than what she thought. She thought it was going to be Lady in Red, but it's actually this African Indian dance, and it freaks her out. She screams hysterically, and it's such a hilarious moment, and the dance doesn't work out. Number 7 is Lucy Meets the Queen. This is when they're in England. They just arrived, and Ricky is going to perform a show for the Queen of England. Of course, again, Lucy wants to be involved in the show. She begs him to be in this dancing horse routine, and she does, and she gets to do this little special part where she jumps over these hoops, but because she practiced her curtsies all day, she has a Charlie horse in her leg, and so it doesn't work out once again. Number 6 is Lucy is Jealous of Girl Singer. This is in the first season. This is a great dance routine. Ricky is performing this very romantic dance with one of his showgirls, and Lucy is jealous. There are rumors about an affair, and so she sneaks into the show to kind of see what's going on, and she sneaks into the dance. She doesn't know the dance. She doesn't know what's going on. It's a great moment. Check it out because I have a clip of it right here. Number 5 is Lucy Does the Tango. This is such a great episode. As we know, the gang are raising chickens, and the chickens aren't laying eggs. So Ricky's like, well, we have to sell the chickens. And so Lucy and Ethel come up with a plan to buy eggs and kind of say, oh, the chickens laid them. They're carrying the eggs in, and they have to put them in their shirts and pants pockets to get it past Fred. Well, while they are stuffing their shirts and clothes with the eggs, Ricky decides he wants to practice the tango routine that Lucy and him are going to perform at the PTA meeting sometime soon. And so they're performing, and of course, once they do their big climax at the very end, the eggs smash. It's such a hilarious moment. It's the longest studio laughter ever in a TV show. So it is a very iconic, a very historic, classic episode, and it's just because it's so funny to see all the eggs cracked in her shirt. Number 4 is the French Revue. This is another great episode. Lucy recently had French lessons, and so she tells Ricky that they should have a French Revue at the Tropicana. So he says, sure, but he doesn't want her to be in the show. And she said, well, I can bet that I can sneak into the show anyway. And she eventually does, and it's such a great dance.
Oh, if I could send this kind of Valentina, I'll walk and run to see this man first and what? That is right, I must have Valentina.
Number 3 is Lucy has her eyes examined. I love this episode. So Lucy is auditioning for a Broadway show along with Fred and Ethel at the Tropicana, and Lucy's doing the Jitterbug dance number. Now, the first time that they do it, it's great. She is so talented. Here's a clip of what's supposed to be. So it's so great. That's how the dance is supposed to be. Lucy is so talented at it. But Ricky goes and gets his eyes examined. He's been having headaches. And Lucy is the one who's actually having some eyesight problems. And so the doctor goes and is stupid and dilates her eyes so she can't see and so she can't do the number. Number 2 is the diet. This is a great dance. This is at the very beginning of season 1, one of the very first episodes. Lucy auditions to be in one of Ricky's shows. She gets the part as long as she can lose some weight. She has to fit into a size 12 costume. And so she does. She loses the weight. She even goes into a human pressure cooker to lose the weight before the show. And Ricky doesn't know that she's going to be in the show. He already hired someone else. But Lucy sneaks in, as she always does. And she sneaks into the show. And this is a great dance between Lucy and Ricky. Lucy is so talented at it. And I just love this dance so much.
Right. Just you and I.
And then my number one pick is the dancing star. This is in Hollywood. Lucy begs and pleads to Van Johnson to dance with her because she wants, she told her friend Carolyn Appleby that she was dancing with Van Johnson, and he agrees. They rehearse, but then she ends up doing the actual performance with him, and it is such a beautiful dance and song between them. I love the song, but I love the dance. It is so classic, so elegant. It's so beautiful, and I have a clip of it here to show you.
But I like it. How about you?
Now you're talking, boy. Yes, sir. Holding hands in the movie show when all the lights are low may not be new, but I like it. How about
I just love that dance so much. It's so beautiful, and it's just one of my favorite moments out of the entire Hollywood episodes. So it's my number one pick just because it shows how talented Lucy Ricardo is. Lucille Ball, of course, is very talented, but that episode also shows how talented Lucy Ricardo is. So I love all the dances that are featured on the show, but these are my top 10 favorites because they really show how great Lucille Ball is, how she could dance. She wasn't just a comedian, she could also dance. And so these episodes really showcase that very well. So that's why they're in my top 10 list. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Let me know what your number one pick is, and I'll be happy to read that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember to always laugh.